I'm Ben.
I'm Nick.
I'm Jake.
And this is the Lehremin. Basically, we took our inspiration from Robert Randolph, who's a really great slide guitar player, and we wanted to have an instrument that could really physically show the slide in a performance aspect. You're able to play a note, and then using the rotary encoder and the wheel, you can slide and make a pitch bend. And the cool thing about it is that it actually gets faster as you get higher in pitch. So we have an LFO and a volume.
That's also filled in.
The idea of a pedal steel guitar where your fingers are doing a lot of the work, but it's the sliding motion that really gives it the unique character to it. So we have arcade buttons for each of your fingers, playing a note within a scale. We've got slide potentiometers for LFO and piano and volume, and then we have two toggle buttons to go channel up and channel down. So we tried to make sure that we placed everything pretty ergonomically so that it's right where your fingers are. So fingers for each button, thumbs are really conveniently placed by the slides, and then if you want to toggle up, toggle down, it's really close to your index fingers, so it's very easy to play. The most complicated thing was probably trying to figure out how to get the wheel system going and to have something that works consistently to get the pitch bend. So there were two ideas that we kind of went for. The first idea was to maybe have a ribbon potentiometer and make a track that one of these small caster wheels goes in, and maybe just have the pressure of that on the ribbon cable detect pitch. But that, like using maybe a potentiometer in the wheel, would be pretty limited. You couldn't have an infinite range of motion, and the thing wouldn't be able to slide all the way. So we decided to go with a rotary encoder, which you can see on the back side here. It's in this fifth wheel. We went with the fifth wheel because we have this 16th inch acrylic sheet, which is incredibly flimsy, so we just needed at least one more place for support.
Another issue, like we talked about, was using the rotary encoder and getting that to change the pitch. The way we solved that was by counting the bangs that it was putting out for counterclockwise and clockwise. And then the difference of that was how much the pitch was. So a negative would be a pitch down, and a positive would be a pitch up.
I wanted to have an automatic return to the center, so the springs are, well, I guess these are your old suspenders?
The only issue with those is that they, you can't really make it return to the center because if they get too tight, then they just snap off and make a really loud noise.
I created an if statement for a smooth transition so that 64 is the value where there's no change in pitch bend. So as the slide goes from between the ranges of 60 and 68, the pitch bend will stay at 64, so that it's a comfortable, smooth transition from pitching up to a neutral state. Yeah, we have, using subtractive synthesis, I made a sound, and in the subtractive synthesis, I'm using two oscillators. One has a low bass sound, and the other one is sort of a vocal-like synth, and then it's going through alligator filters and chops up rhythmically here the synth that I created so that it has some movement.